This story concerns a rather miraculous woman who supposedly once lived around these parts. This temple is claimed as her final resting place. Though as we move forward with the story, you may find that to be a tiny bit completely made up. Hundreds of years ago, a lord was out hunting, accompanied by his falcon and a manservant, Suenaka. Before long, the falcon's lead became hopelessly ensnared in a large willow tree. It was too high up for the men to cut, and so the lord decided that they would need to chop the tree down. Suenaka said, "Wait, I can take care of it." He nocked an arrow and severed the cord with a clean shot. Days later, Suenaka heard a knocking at his door. He opened it to find a beautiful young woman standing there. She was an orphan, she said. She needed a place to stay. Suenaka agreed and asked, "What is your name?" She replied, "Willow." You may be able to guess where this one is going. At any rate, the two eventually married and had a son. 5 years after the incident with the willow tree, which was a complete coincidence, I assure you, messengers from Kyoto reached the village. They were building a wonderful new temple called Sanjusan Gendo, which some of you may have visited, and they were scouting out large willow trees which could serve as the temple's pillars, like the one from 5 years ago. The men put their saws to the willow, and suddenly, Willow, Suenaka's wife, screamed out in pain, as if the saws were cutting her own flesh. Who could have seen this coming? In response to her husband's horror, Willow finally confessed. "I am the spirit of that willow tree. I wanted to repay you for saving my life those years ago." To which Suenaka replied, "Well, duh, your name's literally Willow, which means that it has to be translated from the name of the tree. I mean, my name's Suenaka, it's not like Jeremy or something." As the tree tumbled to the ground, Willow vanished, like mist, leaving behind her grieving family. Several strong men lifted the tree, ready to carry it all the way back to Kyoto. But as they carried it through the town, once they came to Suenaka's house, they could not carry it any further. It would not budge from the spot. That is, until Willow's son climbed atop the trunk. The tree immediately became as light as a feather. None of the townsfolk understood the tears in the eyes of Willow's son, although they should have, because, as I want to reiterate, her name was fucking Willow. It's not that hard.